And something I'm super excited for, we've talked about this in webinars, we've had to provide somewhat complicated workarounds. We now have some mobile view settings for your header, and I think this is super high value. And if you have a lot of mobile visitors to your website, you're definitely going to want to go in and modify some of these settings, and I'll show you my preferences for what these settings should be. And so let me explain the problem first and what you can solve with these new mobile view settings. So let's go to our sample site here. This is a demo site we use for the webinars. And this is your header. So you have your logo, sometimes you'll have the search field here, and we have the mini nav here with links. Let's go to mobile view here. And when we're on mobile view, 80% of the screen right now is covered with what's in the header here. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what your goals are. But let's just do a search here for members. So now I'm on a search results page, but if I'm on mobile, I don't even see the results until I start scrolling down a bit. So what we've done is we've given you some options in your design settings that you can turn on or off that will hide some of these options here in your header. And let me show you where those settings are and what those settings are, and then we could do some examples. So you can go to your dashboard, and from here we want to toggle on over to Settings, Design Settings. I love the design settings. There's over 100 different options here. You can really customize your site just with some pointing and clicking. And for this tool, we want to go to the header design because these are specifically related to the items and elements in the header of your website. So here are the normal options that we're used to. And if you scroll down a bit, now there are mobile view options. So there's 4 key settings here. The header search, I'll just go back here. That's this module here. You might want to hide that on mobile. The mini nav links, that's basically your contact us and your sign up page link here, and any other links that you have part of your mini nav, as we call it. And your website logo. So here's the logo here. In this case, we're using the text logo from the logo maker and design settings. It could be an image if you have an image logo on your site. And then the last one is to simply hide the entire header, basically all these elements on mobile devices. Let's strip these away one by one. I'll do them quickly, and then I'll share with you what my preferences are. So let's actually hide the header search on mobile, and I'll just hit Save Changes. And I'm going to stay on the search results page, and we can get a good idea of how much space we're actually saving on a mobile device. Let's refresh here. Okay, so that is now gone on mobile. Let me expand this on my browser, and we'll notice it comes back right here as the header search when we're not in a mobile view. This would be more like a tablet view, which it would be more appropriate to have there. So let's make it small again. So see, it's gone on mobile view. All right, and let's hide the logo next. And we'll save the changes. And we can refresh the page. Okay, so now things are moving higher and higher up here. So now we have our mini nav is next. Now, we can go 2 routes. We could hide the mini nav and keep the logo. You could mix and match based on kind of what your website looks like. My preference would be to keep the mini nav, but I want to share a tip where you can kind of get rid of the contact us link, because this is taking up a whole line, and the registration link is pretty important on a site, and being at the top is very useful as well. So what I'd like to do is at least just keep the registration link. So this is a little bit of a workaround still, but it should be relatively easy here. What I want to do is go to the toolbox and go to my menu manager. I'm going to edit the mini nav menu in the header. So when I'm in the menu manager, I'm going to edit the header mini nav. And in this case, there's just 2 links. It's the contact us and the sign up link. What I'm going to do is I'm going to not show the contact us link on mobile. So I don't want to make it too complicated. I'll keep it simple. Basically, in this field here, outer CSS class, all you have to do is, if there's something in there, just put space and type hidden excess. That means it's going to hide it on extra small monitors. That's your mobile view. So all you have to do is type in hidden excess. If you have multiple links like contact us, login, and you don't want them there, you can do that. So we haven't disabled the mini nav with the design settings. I'm actually going to hide it using this hidden excess in the outer CSS class for the LI. If you don't know what all this stuff means, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is input hidden hyphen XS. And let's refresh this. And there we go. So now, in this case, it's just a design with the white on white. But now we're already seeing search results here. We see the title of the page. So this is going to provide a much better experience for people on mobile devices. And I know, Pat, you had some feedback about this as well when we were reviewing it. Do you have anything you want to share about this?
Yeah, so I think it's a phenomenal update. I do agree with you that call to action at the top is extremely helpful. For example, if it was a classified website, I would have it say post to classified. If it was a jobs website, I have it say post a job or apply for a job.
Right.
You'd want to have a call to action that really gets people engaged. I do agree with keeping that on there. But overall, it's critical that people start seeing results. And it was a lot of repetitiveness because on every page that you visit, you're always seeing that header content. And now whatever page you go on, you're going straight to the content you're expecting to see, whether it's a blog article, whether it's a job posting, you're going to start reading that content, which is going to increase the overall time people spend on the site because they're going to start scrolling because they're going to see what they were actually searching for.
Absolutely. So you could hide everything to save the maximum amount of space, and basically the content on the site is going to dictate what they see, and they're going to utilize the main menu as well. Or you could keep a couple elements if they're not kind of hogging up too much space